Hey class, welcome to Module 4. Okay, so this week we have the reading, obviously, and your discussion engagement. Make sure you're getting those 18 points. Answer any required questions. If there's one required question, answer it. If there's two, answer both. They're both required. And then respond to at least 2 students for every required question. If you do this and you do a good job and you take your time and you think about it, you get 18 points. Then we're going to have a research case to do Wednesday, 30 points, a quiz, 2 chapters in the quiz, Friday, and then your Cengage Now. So the quiz is on chapter 15 and 16. So looking at the chapter, 15 and 16 quizzes, really all you need to do is provide me with the quiz number, the question number, and then A, B, C, or D. If afterwards, if you don't do well and you want to go into further depth about, a certain question, I'm going to want you to provide me with your calculations, and that way we can figure out where you went wrong. But for the initial quiz, just send me the answers that you provide. So this is chapter 15, chapter 16. You can get to that just by going down there. It takes you directly to it. There you go. Won't talk too much about Cengage Now, since that's through the Cengage system. You should be pretty familiar with it by now. The research case, we did one in week 1, so the same information to help you understand what I'm looking for applies to this research case as applied to week 1. So the page that we're going to look at is page 16-67. So we have here the research case. It's for Canbec Corporation. Go back and review the example that I provide. I provide it in week 1. I'll provide it here in this announcement too. Review that video on both gap codification and the research case example walkthrough. And general idea of the memo is that you're going to have 3 sections to it. Section 1 is going to provide you with, or it's going to provide the facts of the case. No opinion, no research, just the facts of the case. Basically, what are they telling you in here? So put that in your own words. Section 2, you research gap and you provide gap codification. That's the only research allowed. And then you put it in your own words. And then section 3, you explain your recommendation. Your recommendation should be clear, direct, actionable, right? You don't want to give your client or your boss the runaround, not have the person read the recommendation and not know what to do next. That's not why they hired you. They hired you to make things clear. So that's what you want your recommendation to be, is clear. This is a situation where the company was reporting their earnings per share, but then there was a change that was made in 2020 where they now have to report diluted as well as basic earnings per share. So the first thing you need to do, if I was you, is make sure you understand the difference between the two. Make sure you understand the difference between basic and fully and diluted earnings per share, so that you can make sense of this. Then understand that this is a reporting issue. In 1 year, they reported one way, and another year they report another year. And the next year they have to report a different way. Now they have to do comparative statements. So now they have comparative statements where different years are reported differently. What are they supposed to do? And that's kind of the issue that we run into here. So let's see. I think that's about all I have to say for this week. I wanted to keep it short. And look at that, it's under 5 minutes. So good luck and have a great week.